Close your eyes for a moment. Try to remember your very first birthday. Now go back even further. Your first steps. Your first word. The day you were born. No matter how hard you try, there is only silence. It feels impossible. You were there. You experienced those moments. Yet your mind cannot replay them. This mystery has puzzled scientists for more than a century. It even has a name, infantile amnesia. Almost every healthy adult remembers very little from before the age of 3. Some people can recall brief moments from around age 2. But clear, lasting memories before that are extremely rare. So where did those years go? Did your brain simply delete them? The answer is far stranger. Babies are not forgetful. In many ways, they are the fastest learners on Earth. Within a single year, they recognize hundreds of faces. They learn the sounds of language. They understand emotions. They discover how objects move. They begin solving simple problems without anyone teaching them. If babies can learn so much, why can't they remember any of it later? The answer begins deep inside the brain. Hidden beneath the outer layer sits a small structure shaped like a seahorse. It is called the hippocampus. It acts like a librarian, organizing experiences into long-term memories. In adults, the hippocampus carefully stores important events so they can be recalled years later. But in babies, this system is still under construction. During the first few years of life, the brain grows at an astonishing speed. According to developmental neuroscientists, millions of new neural connections form every second during early childhood. Imagine trying to organize a library while new shelves, books, and hallways are being added every minute. That is what a baby's brain is doing. Researchers such as Dr. Patricia Bauer, a developmental psychologist, found that young children can form memories. The problem is not creating them. The problem is keeping them accessible as the brain rapidly rewires itself. Each new experience changes the brain's wiring. Each new skill reshapes existing networks. The system storing yesterday's memories keeps being remodeled. Imagine writing important notes on a whiteboard while someone constantly erases sections to make room for new information. Some of the writing survives. Much of it disappears. Around the same time, another remarkable process is happening. Babies are learning language. Before children can describe an event with words, memories often remain as scattered sights, sounds, and feelings instead of organized life stories. Language becomes one of the brain's most powerful tools for preserving experiences. Without it, many early moments fade before they can be locked into the autobiography you call your life. But if those memories disappear, did they really disappear at all? That question has fascinated neuroscientists for decades. In 2016, researchers led by Dr. Frankland at the Hospital for Sick Children proposed another surprising explanation. The young brain constantly creates enormous numbers of new neurons, especially in the hippocampus. This process, called neurogenesis, helps babies learn at an incredible pace. But it comes with a cost. As fresh neurons are added, older memory circuits can be disrupted, making early memories much harder to retrieve later in life. In other words, the very process that makes babies such extraordinary learners may also be the reason they become extraordinary forgetters. Does that mean your earliest memories are completely gone? Not necessarily. Even if you cannot consciously remember your first years, those experiences still shape who you become. The voice that comforted you, the faces that smiled at you, the safety or stress you experienced. All of these help build the architecture of your developing brain. Psychologists call this implicit memory. Unlike explicit memories, which you can describe as stories, implicit memories influence your emotions, habits, and behaviors without you realizing it. You may not remember learning to trust. You simply trust. You may not remember how you first recognized your parents' voices. Yet your brain learned those patterns long before you could explain them. So perhaps your earliest years were never truly lost. They were transformed. Every laugh, every hug, every sound, every moment quietly became part of the person you are today. There's another reason your earliest memories fade. As children grow, they begin to develop a sense of self. Before that happens, experiences are not stored as chapters in your life story. They're simply experiences. Only when the brain can connect memories to an identity, do lasting autobiographical memories become much more reliable. That's why many people's first clear memories appear between the ages of 3 and 4. The storyteller inside the brain has finally awakened. So the next time someone asks about your first memory, remember this. Your childhood was never an empty chapter. It was the chapter that wrote every chapter after it. You cannot remember being a baby because your brain was busy building the machine that would remember everything else. And perhaps that is the strangest memory of all.